Everybody, welcome to the Sunday Sports Buzz presented by 1450 WXVW. This is Louisville's only live TV sports talk show here every Sunday night from 11 to 12, taking your phone calls 964-2121, the Oxmoor Ford Lincoln Buzz line. I'm your host, Greg Brohm, and tonight is the night that all college basketball fans have been waiting for. The biggest award in all of college basketball given out tonight. And you see who is with me, the myth in person. Handsome Jimmy, the legend, the biggest college basketball fan in the world.
That's right.
The biggest Louisville Cardinal fan in the world.
Hands down.
Hands down. There's not even a close second.
No.
And Handsome's here to give out his award, and this is a beautiful trophy.
Yes.
Handsome, you posed for this. I
Yes.
know you were posing at
Yes.
Sporting Goods.
And I gotta tell
Mike
you,
Flanders put that together.
It didn't take them much to do it. They got it done pretty quick.
I tell you what, you're only lifting, what, about 800 pounds?
About
there?
800.
800, that's what you warm up with.
You know, man.
This is the Jimmy Award. We're giving them out tonight. And, you know, Handsome, we were going to have this show last week, and we had to push it back a week, but I think, it's only fitting. I think the stars have aligned that the Jimmy Awards are going to be given out on number 11's birthday. Your hero, Jeff Brohm, number 11, his birthday is today, and Jimmy Awards are going out the same day.
You know, I got to tell you something, Greg. We talked earlier, and you said about the birthday. I mean, everybody knows how much I love number 11. I mean, he just, just knowing him, just like the whole Brown family is outstanding, but knowing your idol, you know what I mean? And he's a better person than he was a football player. And his football was off the chart, but it's an honor to have number 11 on the Jimmys. And Jimmy's doing number 11. I love it.
That's right.
I can't beat it, Greg.
Jimmy, 5 years. We've been doing the Jimmys for 5 years now. Did you ever think it'd grow to be this big?
Greg, listen to me. When you tell me, Jimmy, every year it's going to get better, and it has, it's our highest rated show on Channel 21. How you beat it? I mean, Greg, it means a lot to me.
Come on, the ratings go through the roof. Anywhere you go, the ratings are just off the charts.
I appreciate that, man. You know what I mean? I appreciate that. And, Greg, you supported me. And these Jimmy Awards, it's fantastic. I love it. And look forward to doing them. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I take a parking lot. I couldn't wait till we get to the green room.
All right, let's get to our first award.
Gotcha.
And this is, this is how people have described Handsome for years and years. He squats 5 and he benches 4. And this is one of the strongest men in this whole city for several years. Yeah. Still to this day, I would challenge anybody. Nobody's moving you, Jimmy. Nobody's pushing you around. Squats 5 and benches 4. And this award's going to go to the tough guy.
Yes.
The best tough guy. If we can put the graphic up, squats 5 and benches 4, we can see the nominees. There's your nominees.
Gotcha.
Nanu.
Gotcha.
Nanu, what improvement he made this year.
Yes.
Alex Poitras.
Yes.
Thomas Bryant, he put a whooping on those Cats, Handsome, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
He did. He dominated the Cats on the inside. I throw this guy in here. When I say squats 5 and benches 4, when I say 5, it's not 500 with this guy. Scouts, 5 pounds. 5 pounds and benches 4 pounds. I don't know if he's going to be your choice here.
No. Well, he's out. He's out. But Greg Nanu, I mean, just how much he improved and how much, he's worked getting that, he's just 19 years old, so he's still a kid. And that's all he's got to do is come back one more year.
One more. Is he coming back? You think he's coming? You advise him to come back, right?
Oh, in a minute. But Greg, with the Louisville Sports Report and stuff I'm doing, I'm hearing it's iffy. It's iffy. I'm still going to say, I'm still going to go 50-50 still, but Greg, it might be favoring the draft a little bit. I mean, he's jumped. Greg, he went even in the top 60. Now he's between 20 and 30. You know what I mean? And Greg, he comes back one more year.
I tell you what, if he comes back one more year,
we're
how about the cards?
Champion. Well, when we do this show next year, ain't no question. There's no question. Man, we win the national championship. If he comes back, if we don't come back, we're going to win it anyway. Write that down.
Write that down now. Nanu wins, squats 5 and benches 4. He wins our first Jimmy of the night. We're going to get to our second award of the night. And you're big on this, Jimmy. You show him some respect. You got to show Handsome. He demands respect. He gives respect when it's earned. And these guys have earned Jimmy's respect.
No
if
question.
we can put these nominees up onto the screen, the Show Him Some Respect Award. We can put our graphic up with our nominees. We can put our
It's coming.
We'll get right to it.
It's coming.
All right, the first nominee, Chris Jenkins from Villanova. He hit the shot. He hit the shot to win a national championship. Nobody believed in Villanova. I didn't believe.
I didn't either.
I said, you got to prove it to me, and they proved it to us. Knocked out the Tar Heels, won the title.
No question.
Thomas Bryant, I think he got some respect in what he did on the inside, dominating the Cats.
Yes.
Kenny Johnson, Kenny, our own coach.
Yes.
He got a promotion, associate head coach. He's out there recruiting. He lost a bunch of weight, looks great.
Looks great.
Looks great, but he's earned a lot of respect, I think, from Cards fans. Ralph Willard, the guy's been Rick's right hand. He's been everywhere.
Everywhere with him.
And now he's retiring, but a lot of people owe a great debt of gratitude, I think, to Ralph.
No question.
And then our final nominee, I mean, the guy, like he needs any more love. He's like you, Anson. I mean, he got everything. When you got it all, I mean, what can you tell? What can you tell a guy? How often can you tell him how great he is? But Bob Baffert, on top of everything else, he wins the Triple Crown this year. He just proved he's the man.
He's the man.
He's the man.
And Greg, I didn't mean to cut you off. He was on Mighty Jerry's show. And he won the Triple Crown. And he told me, he said, Jimmy, I get this first one. He kind of thought it.
Why did he get that first one?
Oh, no question. And he's going to be on, when we're on the backside.
Next week, you're on the backside?
Yeah. That's just coming up week next.
Derby week?
Bob's going to be one of our guests.
Awesome.
So it's pretty impressive.
Oh, I mean, he's a star.
Oh, he's a star.
All right. Who earned your respect?
But Chris, I got to tell you, I mean, Greg, I got to tell you, he's coming down, and inbounds play, and Chris hit that shot. I'm a basketball junkie like you are. Are you kidding me? How dramatic can you get?
Did you jump out of your seat?
I couldn't believe it. I said, man, and it had a clear look. So Chris is winning hands down from Villanova.
I tell you what, Villanova proved a lot to me. They had gone into the tournament and got knocked out early a few times.
Yes.
Had to overcome those demons, and then they make that run. And Jenkins, we'll talk about Iceman later in the show, but Jenkins had ice in his veins there because that was pure, that shot.
Yes, pure. Hey, Greg, and I was talking to Griff, and I told Griff, I said, Griff, when the ball left his hand, he said, Jimmy, what'd you say? I said, it's good. I told my wife, Judy, I said, that is good. And it hit nothing but ball. I mean, was that a perfect play or not?
It was perfect.
And they practiced that, Greg, to perfection.
They did. He was wide open. He actually was wide open on the look.
Wide open. And that's hard to believe, isn't it?
It is.
I mean, are you kidding me? Now, you think Coach Petito would let him walk that ball off the floor like he'd been all over?
Well, not anymore.
He wouldn't got no clear look like that.
He didn't cover Grant Hill on the inbounds, but he learned that lesson. He's going to cover the inbounds pass
but Grant,
all over everybody.
Grant threw it like number 11.
Yeah.
Maybe not, you know what I'm saying? I mean, your boy Chris dribbles it all the way up, handed him off, and just raised. Oh, that was a hell of a play, Greg. That was a hell of a play. That's got to be College Player of the Year.
That's how you used to do it down on Wyandotte Park.
It just talk, you know what I mean? I just say when I raise, I just say come down because it's good.
All right, we're doing the Jimmys tonight. It's our 5th annual Handsome Jimmy Awards. This is the trophy. Handsome actually goes out and personally presents these to the winners.
To the winners, yes.
Absolutely. We want to hear from you. 964-2121. We're going to go through some more awards. We come back. The man himself, Handsome Jimmy, here tonight. We're here tonight, and everybody, this man needs no introduction. Anywhere he goes in this town, everybody knows who Handsome is and who's the prettiest. Ali's the prettiest. Ali's right, he's the prettiest, but you're the most handsome.
Is Ali pretty? I don't know who he is. He might have me there.
You know hey, remember when do you remember when the original, I don't say that you're the real Handsome Jimmy. Remember Handsome Jimmy Valiant came to town,
Chris,
and you went eye to eye with him at BJ's on Dixie.
And you're going to die at this, Greg. Chris sent me a picture of our event, when Handsome Jimmy come. That was a hell of a, and that place was packed.
That place was packed.
Wall to wall.
The battle of Handsome Jimmy.
Greg, I'll never forget that. That was awesome.
And you're still standing. I think we know who won.
I love it.
All right. Hey, Handsome, you're doing a lot right now. Tell us a little bit about your radio show you're doing with Jerry Eves and about your work with Louisville Sports Report.
Gotcha. Jerry, good friend of mine. Of course, he played on the 1980 championship team, played in the NBA with the Utah Jazz, and do the show with him 2 or 3 times a week. Love it. Me and Jerry's going to have a derby show here in a couple weeks. Not this week, next week on the backside. Y'all need to come by and see us. And in the Louisville sports world, Jack Coffey's the best.
They do a great job. Jack does a great job.
And Howie. When I had my sports show, the Handsome Jimmy show on 1450, Jack was one of my guests, and he said, "Jimmy, I got to hire you, man." And I said, "I don't know if you're my agent, my wife Judy."
I was going to say you're pretty expensive.
But he took care of me and everything. And then, Greg, real quick, I want to say something about my wife. I lost my mother-in-law, and my wife's going through some hard times, and I just wanted to know how much her husband loves her. No matter whatever happens, she will always be my lady and my beautiful wife. And I just just pray for her and me too. I mean, because losing your mom is tough, and I always know I love my grandkids and Daisy, and I just love my family, and I love my beautiful wife, Judy. And I love
our thoughts are with you and Judy.
Appreciate it, Greg.
Judy's been here to the Jimmy Awards before.
I got to ask you something.
She's been on the show.
You've been through a lot of weddings. When that beautiful bride started walking down that aisle, pretty impressive.
That was pretty.
I did well.
You did well. I tell you what. But she was fighting. That's like the crown of. That's like the Miss America crown to be Handsome's lady.
That's
Handsome's ladies might be Miss America might be second to Handsome's lady. Really.
I agree. Judy is second to everybody. That's right. She's my baby.
Let's get to our awards. All right, the next award, and we named this in honor of a guy who called in our show a lot. He called in a lot of shows, your show.
Yes, he did.
Andy, and he passed away. He was a caller to our show. We give this to somebody associated with the show who had the best year, whether you're a caller, you're a guest. In this particular year, we're going to give it to the guest of the year. And here are our nominees. Daryl Faust. I don't even know Daryl. Daryl writes for publication here in town, does a radio show. She's a young lady who does an awesome job. Her first year on the show, she did fantastic. She's a nominee. This is one everybody. It lights up the phone line. People can't wait.
Steve will light them up.
He needs a bodyguard to get out of here after the show. Steve Romines, who comes in here and hates with the best of them.
No question.
Our man Lachlan McLean moved to Charlotte. Come back. We're great to have. I love having him back in town. He's objective.
Yeah.
TJ Walker. He's on 1450.
Been on your show.
He's been on a show regularly. And TJ's smart guy. He is a smart guy. And then Jason Anderson from 680. We're grateful he's come on the show. He hosts that afternoon show. Covers everything from Cards Cats. He covers a lot of national. We love Jason. All right, Handsome. Tough category. But who you got the Andy Award for Guest of the Year?
I got Jason Anderson. I think he does a tremendous job. I mean, he's here for you when you need him, and he is well liked in the community.
You know what he is, and he doesn't play favorites. I mean, he covers the Cards and Cats.
I think he's from Missouri.
He's from Kansas City.
Yeah, gotcha.
He's got an intelligent conversation every day on the show. He brings it prepared on our show. We love him.
Yes, he does.
We're okay. He talks about the Cats some too, but we're okay. You okay with that a little bit?
Not really.
Not really. Okay, but we
that's
forgive
going to be honest. The people call me hate all I want, but our program's better than theirs. That's what I said. and I don't know bones or whatever. It's a fact.
That's right. Yeah, he will. And Jimmy will stand his ground on that.
In a minute.
All right. Jason Anderson wins the Guest of the Year. Speaking of that, we want to give a special Jimmy out to the Viewer of the Year. And this is a gentleman that he's watching tonight that you have met recently, Gilbert Willoughby.
Yes.
Gilbert Willoughby. Talk about your experience with him.
Mr. Willoughby, he had a little hard time. He lost his wife, and I met his daughter, and his I called them brothers, but it's his brother-in-law, and he kept calling me, and Jerry Eves kept getting this message. He said, "Handsome, you got to call this number." So I called him. We had a long talk, and I finally met him. And went to the bowling alley by the mall, and I met him, and just a wonderful guy. And his family, his brother-in-law's great, his daughter's great, and I gave him my hat, and now I'm gonna give him a Jimmy because he deserves every bit of it. And I know they listening tonight, and Greg, when you kind of in the spotlight a little bit, and people want to meet you, there's no bigger honor than that to me. I mean, you know what I mean? And
Jimmy loves his fans.
Oh, there ain't no question. Hey, Greg, you know, just to put a smile on his face and sit down there and talk to him. I just didn't go in there and sit about 5 minutes. I mean, I say about 45 to an hour, you know, and loved every minute of it. And then I'm going to take this Jimmy Award to him and can't wait to give that to him too.
He'd be proud of that. And you know, the best thing about that story is that Jerry Eves answers phone calls for you. You're
That is true.
You're going to have Griff answering calls they're answering calls for Handsome now.
That is true.
Take my calls.
He said,
Jerry, take the calls.
He said, Handsome, you got the call. I mean, you know, but it's great to meet great people.
Okay.
And he's, you know, I think he's 84 years old. But he gets around great. I think his brother-in-law is like 74. I mean, just great people and everything. And, you know, like I said, I met his daughter.
It's a special Jimmy Award.
No question, it is a special.
All right. Our next category. This is one of our favorites because we get to award, and it's a tongue-in-cheek award because the hater of the year.
Yeah.
Who hates on the Cards the most this year? And you know, the one at the top of the list. I mean, she took it to another level. Katina Powell.
Oh, she took it to a extreme.
To an extreme. John Barr, who's the ESPN commentator and broadcaster from Outside the Lines, who put the story together, and some people think didn't quite give both sides of the story.
He didn't. That's just what it said.
Yeah, he just took what
What
her
she
book
said.
said and ran with it.
Right. Coach
You know
Tito
what?
was right. What he said, I can't believe it. Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Petito, we'll talk about
Go
that.
ahead.
And then, you know, TJ, he's real intelligent. I'll give him a little bit. I won't call it hate. It's just a little bit of anti.
Right.
It's just a little anti-red in some of his comments.
No question.
And the man who has that smirk.
Oh.
We love him, and he spices up the show. But
There's no question.
Steve Romines.
Steve is the best. But boy, oh boy, is he a hater.
Oh, he's got the inside. Somebody's feeding him info, though. He knows what's going on.
And here's what really gets me.
At U of L,
he's such a great attorney, but he knows deep inside. He knows he's right.
Well, that's
there.
right. Those attorneys, they can argue, either side.
With the best.
Absolutely. And then the man who won the award so many times,
Mace.
It's like Oprah won the Emmys like 10 years in a row, and they just quit even nominating her.
Right.
It's like Mason with the Hater of the Year. So Jeff Mason, who went toe to toe. You went toe to toe with him, and
about with my idol number 11.
Absolutely. He said what did he say? Tim Couch.
He had number 2.
Was better than number 11.
But I killed him.
Yeah, you
know what I mean?
did. I thought you were going to literally
You know what you told me? You said, Jimmy, I saw Holly come out. You know what I mean?
You were red. You were sweating. Your steam was coming out of your ears when he said that.
You know what I loved about it? You called number 11 and told him.
And of course, your guy Matt Jones is always on the hater list.
Look, and then what we got their nominees. But, it's got to be Matt Jones. I got to add Matt.
You're adding Matt. You're doing a write-in candidate. A write-in.
I'm doing a write-in. He hates us so bad, Greg. I really believe this. He rather for us to lose for them to win. That's how bad he hates us.
You've been on his show, haven't you, a couple times?
I've been on it several times. I keep my thoughts. I mean, Matt and his mom, I met his mom, good people.
Yeah.
I mean, where me and Jerry does the show, Jerry's looking up. He said, "Handsome, are you all right there in that poster? They got a poster in our room where we're doing a show."
Yeah.
And
you do it from the same. You're on the same station.
We're on the same station, you know. Yeah. But Matt Jones is the biggest hater. I mean, and then he's gonna really get upset when he knows we're gonna win it next year. Of course, I forgot. They got that gaudy recruiting class coming. I hear that all the time anyway, don't you? You know what I mean? But how many titles they won? One. How many we won? One. I mean, we're
going to talk more about that.
Oh, no question.
We're going to talk more about that as we continue the Jimmies. We're going to take a break. Be back in a moment. Nine 964-2121, the Oxmoor Ford Lincoln Buzz Line. This is the 5th annual Jimmy Awards. This is the biggest, most beautiful trophy in all college basketball. For the Wooden Award, much respect to John Wooden,
no
but
question.
I think this has surpassed it.
Mike Flanders does a hell of a job right there.
He did a fantastic job. What an award he put together.
No question.
And there's going to be about 12 of these on mantles
Yes,
all over
yes,
this community
yes.
after the night.
Greg, you opened the car. You see the trophies I got back there?
They are. He's ready. I mean, this is like it's like Christmas Eve. He's delivering, man. Handsome is delivering awards out to the community, the basketball community.
That's right.
And we got a call in Oxmoor Ford Lincoln Buzz line.
Yes.
And you know, Brandon, I hear that Handsome could shoot the rock. You know, he could shoot the rock, and he said, and I heard you taught him everything he knows.
Second one is a little fetch because Handsome Jimmy could definitely hit the basket.
Oh, we
He's
know that.
absolutely a player,
guy
man.
has
He could
skills,
fill it up
5'2".
from all sides of the basket.
Brandon, tell us a little bit about Handsome as a player. Give me a little bit more about him.
Well, you know, Greg, first of all, I want to tell you something. In all sports, you know, you have, like in football, you have the Lombardi Trophy. You have the Heisman Trophy. And in golf, of course, you have the most prestigious. You have the green jacket at the Masters. But you know, all of them pale in comparison to what you all are doing tonight. This Jimmy Award tops them all. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's the greatest award in all of sports.
My coach.
It is. I mean, I'm in awe, really, in reverence to the trophy.
Well,
the pose. I mean, forget the highs. This is the Jimmy pose.
Oh,
here.
the pose
I mean,
is off
you
the top.
deadlifting about 1,000 pounds effortlessly.
And I completed it like it was nothing. I know. You know.
Yeah. Tell us about Brandon.
I got to tell you something. You know, you meet a lot of good people, but, you know, meeting him and I could talk to him about anything. I met him when I was 12 years old, and he worked at he had a job. I go up there and talk to him at night, and once you know, I always had that orange ball with me, you know, driven that ball, and Brandon just told me one day, he said, "Yeah, be a coach. Here's where I'm going to school at," and just worked on my game, and it got pretty good, Greg. I mean, of course, I like to play all three sports. You know
humble
what I mean?
too. Humble, Handsome.
I was pretty
humble, Jimmy.
But I had that Daryl Griffin in me. You know, I want to be Griff, you know, and everything. But I do this. I know he called timeout. He said, "You see 35 there? Give him the ball. Y'all coming out." That's pretty impressive. I like that.
Yeah.
No
absolutely,
question.
absolutely.
No question.
All right. Well, we're going to talk a little basketball here. Our next Jimmy Award, the moment of the year in basketball and in really sports around here. We got 5 moments. First one, the Villanova shot to win the championship.
Yes.
We've already talked about that. You know, around here, you know, Farrell won the Triple Crown. Hadn't been done in 37 years. We're going to show our respect for that great feat. The Donovan Mitchell dunk, you talk about Griff. That reminded me of Griff against Florida State when he gets the rebound, and when he caught it, it was almost like he took it, elevated another gear into the air and slammed it with one hand. The roof came off that place like you walked in the building. It's almost like you walked in the building. It was almost that loud when Mitchell did that. And then Kobe scoring 60, and then unbelievable last game, and then, you know, it's a bad moment. The postseason ban.
Yeah.
The postseason ban. But what do you think about these moments? Which one are you going to pick?
You know, Greg, we are known for the doctors of dunk, and that Mitchell dunk was off the chart. I mean, Greg, he goes up in midair, takes it out of the guy's hand. Like you said, he's on an elevator, so he just goes up another 2 flights and dunks that basketball. Oh, you're talking about special. This young man is special.
He is.
I'm telling you.
I mean, his hops. It was like it was a flashback to the doctors.
And it reminded you of the doctors of dunk. And I'm going to tell you something, man. When you get, you know, I've been with Milt and Griff, and, you know, impressed him, so you don't have to be pretty impressive. Mitchell, I think, is going to be a stud, too, Greg.
Yeah, he's going to be a star.
No question.
He's going to be a star.
No.
So looking ahead to this year's team,
yes.
You talk about Mitchell. I mean, what do you think about the talent? Talk a little bit about the talent you see on this team, and where would you rank them going into the year?
Definitely top 5. I just think Dale's going to be special too. You know,
yeah, Dale,
22.
Yeah.
I mean, the way he handles the ball, and it's, you know, if a big man stays or goes. But I think we got a spot because I think Spalding's going to be off the chart too. You know,
I forget. I mean, we got so many big guys.
I mean, we got so many big guys, and I want to have him back though. And then you get King. I think King's going to be special. Quentin's going to get better. I mean, he averaged 9 points this year. Probably go to about 11. And then you put Mitchell in the lineup. I just think Mitchell's going to have a sophomore season like Rozier did for score. You know,
we talked about some of the haters in the last segment with the Jimmy. We had the Romines and Mace and Matt. Will the Cards? Will you be able to to quiet them down. Will the Cards beat the Cats at the Yum Center next year?
Yes, it's over with.
It's over with.
That's 3 kids. And to be honest, I know Coach Patino says, Jimmy, you only go so far. But, like the Marquette beat us, and, but it's started different than Marquette. I mean, that's a school up the road there.
You want that
I want that W. And the idea about it, there's a few games we should have won. No doubt in my mind, the Sweet 16 was better than they was. Russ Smith. I don't mean the front rush.
That was the most crushing defeat ever I've had as a fan.
Because we was better than they was. You know what I mean? And
36 minutes we dominated.
Dominate the game. Then the last 4 were kind of folded. But I really believe it's great. We get them in the Yum Center, no question. No
okay.
question.
All right, we'll go to our next Jimmy, and this is when I think of this award, they talked about we've had a lot of dancers in dorm rooms and we talk about that going on in Minority Hall
right.
and women in and out. You know what they used to call that place? They didn't call it Minority Hall. They called it Splash.
Yeah, they called it Splash.
That was called
and that's
Splash.
what it was. And it was a splash.
Splash down on the river where Joe's Crab Shack is, really, right in that area.
Awesome.
Nightclub back in the day, and Handsome worked the door.
Yes.
And Hanson, did you ever when the line got long and you saw the pretty lady give you a wink and did you ever motion them to the front of the line?
Greg, Judy's watching. You know what I mean? No, I didn't.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Wink. Yeah.
Boy,
no, you didn't.
Any player, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know if they was over age, oh come on.
Yeah.
Nobody's waiting down. Now the blue, you know what I mean?
No. We're full. We're full.
Fire marshal come in.
So this award is the No Cover at Splash. These are the people this year in college basketball. If Handsome, no, it's the other one, Jonathan, the other award. No Cover at Splash.
No Cover at
Splash. There we go.
Yes.
If you saw these folks in line, y'all up front, y'all getting in on me. And Handsome, number one, we got the O'Shea's over on Main Street. You know what? They put that sign up. They got the sign up, and some people liked it, some people maybe didn't, but they had a lot of, they were bold and put that up. Yeah. So we got the O'Shea's, maybe No Cover at Splash. Anybody wearing IU candy stripes.
Yeah, they beat the blue.
They beat the blue, man. You're wearing the candy stripes. Handsome might wave you up to the front.
No question.
Ralph Willard, man, the guy looks like he's hung out in a few clubs
there's no question. Coach Willard has hung out. Yes, he has. Yes,
and then this is the only guy that he's not as cool as Handsome, but he's trying. I mean, he's close. Smooth. He's pretty smooth. It's Jay Wright from Villanova. Who's No Cover at Splash this year?
You just said it, Jay Wright. I mean, smooth as silk, hell of a basketball coach. Second best dressed coach in the country behind our coach named Coach T.
That's right. Second best. How about when the shot goes in to win a national championship and he calmly just kind of buttons his suit coat?
Are you kidding me?
That
was pretty
cool.
Smooth. That was cool. No question on that.
That's right. I mean, that's the Handsome. You were even proud of that.
I mean, Greg, think about it. He just won the He's the number one team in America. The ball goes through the basket. Another day at the office.
Nothing to me.
Another day at the office.
No Covered Splash. Jay Wright is the coolest in the land, my man.
Hands down.
All right, we got more awards right here at the Sunday Sports Buzz with the Jimmy Awards. We'll be right back. We're back with Handsome Jimmy. We're giving out the awards, the greatest award in all of college basketball, right here, given out on the Sunday Sports Buzz with the legend, the man himself, Handsome Jimmy. Nobody's prettier. Look at that smile. Absolutely.
I love it.
We got a caller. We got a caller who wants to talk to Handsome. Tony, you're on the Oxmoor Ford Lincoln Buzz line.
Yeah, this is Tony from over here in New Albany. How's it going, Handsome? I was the one trying to get a hold of you and give me a call back, but I'm sorry to hear about your mother-in-law. Keep you in prayer there, but I got a quick question there.
Keep my wife in prayer too, Judy. I sure appreciate it, buddy.
I have a question about the red shirt we had last year, the Ryan McMahon, I think that was his name, from Florida. He was trying to get stronger, beefing him up, and I didn't hear anything more about him.
Oh, but
talk about McMahon.
McMahon's going to be fine.
Yeah.
My man's gonna be fine. I mean, he could shoot it. Had to pick up get a little stronger like all freshmen do. But I tell you right now, he can stretch that floor. I mean, you.
So you think he's gonna play some meaningful minutes?
He's gonna play some minutes. He's gonna play because Greg, We're going to need to knock down
some
somebody can make a
shooters.
shot, and he can make it from any distance. I ain't saying Steph Curry now, nothing like that.
Yeah.
But Greg, he does have moments in practice. Oh, I mean, he just knocks them down.
Yeah.
And the idea about it, can he handle the peel? You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
we definitely need a
He's
backup.
kind of small, like you said.
He's
I mean,
small.
he needs to get on. You need to probably take.
Oh, no question, weight
you know,
program,
and
no question.
Love the handsome Jimmy weight program.
question.
Knows to put some muscle.
No question.
But you know, it's whether Rick will probably wonder how he can play defense and do all those things. But I think the guy got some spunk. He's got some moxie to him.
You can see it. You know, Greg, when he was at the Derby Classic, I think the lights got to him a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He didn't shoot it like he's capable of shooting it. But Greg, he can stroke.
If he can knock it down,
He
that'll
can
be
stroke.
huge.
No question.
With losing Damian Lee, they need a
knockdown
drop dead shooter.
shooter,
They
no
do.
question.
No doubt. Okay, let's get to the Jimmy Awards, and we are okay. We talked about Splash, another one of the old classics.
Kelly.
Think something you went to every now and
Kelly.
then. I think you might have wandered in.
You could help it.
To Kelly's on Dixie Highway.
Right, right.
And this award is, don't try that in Kelly's. Don't bring that stuff into Kelly's.
Right, right.
If these folks walked into Kelly's, it'd be a brawl. Handsome, you'd be throwing them out. They'd be tumbling out onto Dixie Highway.
No question.
They wouldn't hit the ground until they were right in the middle of the highway. If we put our nominees, don't try that in Kelly's. Dick Cady, the guy who wrote that awful book
Terrible.
with Katina, and he defended it. He's up there. Chuck Smurt, he's kind of working for Louisville, but
is he? Is Chuck working
has
for
it
Louisville?
worked yet? I don't know.
It ain't worked yet.
And,
And he's making a lot of money.
Yeah, and I tell Andre was kind of the root of this issue, but he is one of your boys.
But believe me, McGee.
He's a Cardinal.
Oh, he's a Cardinal, man. I mean, he just got caught up.
You
maybe.
forgive?
don't-
Have you
oh,
forgiven?
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
As long as we don't get no more time. No, you know what I mean?
And then, DeMarcus Cousins, man,
Oh.
as he just throws a fit and pouts, and he's hard to get along with.
Threw a punch, a swap, should have been kicked out of the game.
Right
And he was-
away.
You know why? Because it was a referee.
Oh, God, that wasn't even a foul.
Yeah,
He didn't get called for a foul on it. And then the last one, Grayson Allen, man,
And
he
he's
tripping
dirty.
watch your step off the stage. He might stick a leg out.
Hey,
try
he's
to
dirty.
trip Hanson.
Greg, he's dirty.
Yeah.
He's dirty.
All right. Which one of those? You probably throw all of them out, but which one? Better not bring that stuff into Kelly's.
Cousins.
Cousins. Oh,
I mean, just a piece of.
and he
I
wears
mean, he's
the
a
blue.
piece of crap. You know what I mean? I mean, anybody that knocked their coach out in high school, what does that tell you? He hit his high school coach. I wish he went to
Do you wish he would try to hit you? Because would that be trouble for him?
Oh, it'd be real trouble. You know what I mean? I mean, he gonna hit me. I mean, you see somebody coming at you, you gonna defend, but he's the type guy you want to get into it with, because he really don't think he can lose. You know what I mean?
He'll have one defeat.
And I got to tell you something. I know he's got to be a smart guy, but he's got to use his head a little bit better on the floor. You heard what players said about him in the NBA. Hits him in the privates and stuff. He's the worst. I mean, he's a great talent. Sometimes you wonder about the young man.
All right, DeMarcus. Don't bring that in here, DeMarcus. All right, and now we got our no question. No question. When Handsome needs to make a point, no question about it. This is the no question player of the year. The nominees are Nanu. What a great year, a sophomore season.
hell
He's
of
a
a year.
different player. Tyler Eulis. I give some props to Eulis, who had a tremendous year in Lexington.
But not defensive player of the year. Are you kidding me? In the SEC, please. All right, you know what Jerry Griffin Milt say? Jimmy, we would kill him. We boxed him down, just went
I was
over.
going to say, could Eulis guard Milt?
Are you kidding me? It's like saying could number 11 throw a football.
Then we got Yogi Ferrell, man. He had a good
He had
career.
pretty
in the end,
good-
and
yeah,
they
no
made a little
question,
run
no
this
question.
year. And of course, they took the kid. In my mind, the postseason ban ended the moment that Yogi took out the Cats.
No question.
The ban was over.
It was over. It was over.
Damian Lee comes in 1 year. The community loves him.
Yes.
And he lit up the scoreboard.
Yes.
And then Rusty Troutman. I saw him play a couple times with
Troutman
Bellarmine.
can play.
guy
Troutman
can
can play.
score.
No question. But Greg, we have to go with Lee. I mean,
Damian Lee.
I just
No
think,
question.
no question. I mean, the year the Lee had, and I really believe this. I mean, he come to play big time basketball, and Greg, he's one of the gems we found. I mean, think about that for a moment. I mean, he come from Dresser. Are you kidding me? Who would have thought a guy come from there could be this big time player? And believe me, we won other schools won him. I mean, Kansas won him. I mean, other schools. I mean, you know what I mean, was in, but I mean, I just wish we could have played in the tournament.
I know, wish we could have played in the tournament. Looking back on it now, give me the Handsome Jimmy point of view on taking the band this year, taking it when they did. What do you think now? Was that the move to make, or is it still to be seen?
Greg, it still's got to be seen. Yeah. I really think we went too quick. Now, I mean, Greg, I really think our team next year is going to win it, and you probably do too. You kind of got a little gut feeling yourself, and maybe thought, well, we don't take it this year, they might get us. You know, everybody says, oh, Hanson, you're going to get more than that. Well, you go back to Alcorn State 21 years ago. It's got 2 years banded. Then you have to go back to the blue. That's what I'm saying. You got to go back all this distance. And believe me, I mean, 1 year, that's it. I know that school in Lexington, they want us to get 5 or 6 years. They want us to ban the program.
Dismantle the whole program.
No question. You know why? Because it ease off their mind because they worry about us winning another, which we're going to. But, Greg, I really think it's over.
What would it feel like, before we go to break, to win another championship before the Cats win another one?
Just so you know, I mean, Greg, I really believe this. I'm 52 now. It's my age. I really believe this. And I've talked to Mill. I've talked to everybody about this. We were right there with them. We had passed, like Jerry's East told me, Hanson, we went by them. And we have went by them. Now,
it was that Sweet 16. If we'd have won the Sweet 16 in Indianapolis,
we win it back-to-back years.
2014, we win it twice. That was the tiebreaker, I think, where they did beat us. I mean, we gotta climb that hump again. I think.
You know, but that about no, because we'll take a backseat to nobody. I really believe that. I really believe our basketball program is off the chart. And I put it this way, I mean, just the way our program is. Name another place you're gonna get 22,000. Wherever we go, I mean, red-white game, you get 15, 16. Come on now. I mean, it's just off the chart to me, you know.
All right. Our number, 964-2121. We got some more awards to give out. It's the Jimmy Awards right here on the Sunday Sports Buzz. It's the Jimmy Awards. It's the most sought-after award in all of sports, all of college basketball. People look forward to this night. It's the most anticipated award show. Forget the Oscars. We got the Jimmys. And you know where you'll never find a Jimmy Award? One place you'll never find is in Lexington, Kentucky. There are no Jimmy Awards because even in a year where Louisville gets a postseason ban, all of the winners of the Jimmys wear red.
There's no question. I mean, I know you can't help it, right? You know what I mean? Now, I mean, one day Dan Issel or Louis Dampier or Pat Rattler, Derek Anderson.
They played in Louisville for the Colonels, right? Yeah.
Then I got to tell you a story real quick. Jack and my boss was over here. We come to my office. He said, Hanson, Bob. He said, I could be in here around you all this red, but if I had to be somewhere and meet you and I had my office all blue, he said, Hanson, you would come in with. I couldn't. I said, Dan, I looked at Dan Issel like a colonel. I didn't look at him for the blue.
He's a colonel.
Dan could play.
Yes, he could. Yes, he could, man. So let's get back to the Jimmy Awards. All right, this is an important category. You know, we had some exciting games,
right.
and the Handsome Jimmy Game of the Year. And if we could put the nominees, some great games. Remember Louisville beat North Carolina?
Yes.
They came in here, and Louisville put a whooping on them right before the band came out.
Yes.
We all thought Louisville's arrived. They're going to the Final Four again, and then the ban occurs. But, man, they took it to the Tar Heels. UKIU. Unofficially the end of the ban.
No question.
IU takes UK out of the tournament.
Yes.
Louisville fans quietly watched while they secretively rooted for the Candy Stripes the entire time.
There's a few.
You have Candy Stripes? You have Candy Stripes?
No, I ain't got no. Oh yeah, you remember my suit that time?
Oh yes, the famous the suit, the handsome.
That
suit.
was sharp.
Yeah. Then Villanova UNC, great title game.
Yes.
You know what? The Warriors beating the Spurs to win 72. Then they won 73 the next game. I'm going to give them like both games as two really big wins there to get to 73. And then I don't know if you were there. Did Trinity St. X region final? A fantastic basketball game.
I wasn't at the finals, but I went to the game in Broadbent.
The one in the finals, overtime, Trinity, look at the Rocks. The Rocks going to win. They're going to win that one. But, all right, Handsome. The game of the year, the Jimmy Award game of the year, what's your choice?
It's got to go to IU and what's that school's name in Lexington?
That one of,
I mean, I can't say their name, but I mean, but I just get illiterate.
Anyway, the FCC won't allow you to say that on television.
I can't say it, but that game right there.
Did you expect IU to win? I mean, what did you think was going to happen?
I was hoping. I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, I thought that team in Lexington played above their head a little bit. I mean, they got beat by Auburn, some other teams, Tennessee, but I thought IU had a shot.
You know, I think what really helped IU is they got to play UK. It wasn't in Louisville. It wasn't on a semi-home court.
Yes.
It was in Iowa. Not a ton of Cats fans, and it was kind of Big Ten country. I think a neutral court, the Cats can be had on a neutral court, in my opinion.
You know, Greg, I even told a buddy of mine, he likes the Blue. His name is Greg, and I told Greg, I said, you watch what I'm telling you. When these parents come out, IU and your boys are going to be paired up some way, and they was.
Yes, they were. Yes, they were.
Put it in them. You know why? I mean, they don't want to. I'll never go back to Bloomington again. Isn't that what Cal says?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you're supposed to be the greatest basketball pro. You afraid to go somewhere?
They're scared to go there.
Boom! You know what I mean? Get in the pocket, Cal. Oh, makes me.
All right. Speaking of Cal,
Yeah.
he's actually nominated for the next category. I don't know how he snuck in here, but the Handsome Jimmy Coach of the Year. The nominees, of course, Cal. Yeah, I don't think his chances are very good. Slim. Rick, Scotty D, Tom Crean. We'll give Jim Boeheim a nod as a nominee because he bounces back from postseason.
Did well.
Goes to the Final Four.
Yeah.
And their team got waxed in the Yum Center. I thought, no way this team's any good. And they go to the Final Four. And then Jay Wright wins the national title. But Handsome, who's your Coach of the Year?
You know, I got to go with that Godfather and Coach Pitino.
The Godfather.
I mean, just the year we had. Greg, what did everybody say at the beginning of the year? And Matt Jones and them would say, you won't win 5-6 games. Are you kidding me? The coaching job he did was off the
People
chart.
thought there was going to be a bad team.
Thought it was going to be a bad year.
And by the middle, people were like, this team maybe go to the Final Four.
There's no question, Greg. And we present towards our school. We can't help it. But, Greg, when they hit their stride, I already thought this team could go a long way.
Yeah.
And I already believe this. There's no doubt in my mind we're battling for the Elite Eight, Final Four, if we don't get banned from
all right, so next couple years. You know, Rick's only 62 years old.
Yes.
You got
Still
Jim
young.
Boeheim, 70.
Yes.
Mike Krzyzewski's 69.
Right.
I think Rick's got 8 years left, at least. I think he's going to 70, but I think he's got one more run. What about you? Think he's got a run coming?
No question. And Greg could be in these next 3 or 4 seasons here.
Yeah.
I already believe this. Of course, I'm saying next year we're going to win it. I mean, if everything stays halt and nobody don't leave, we could win it back-to-back years.
Back-to-back.
I mean, it won't shock me.
Back-to-back. All right.
Greg, we got everybody back.
Yeah.
I mean, who we lose?
We do.
I mean, you know.
They're all young. They'll all still be there.
We lose Levitch. I mean, who else we lose? I mean, you know, I really like this team, Greg, coming up. And I tell you, I love his King. You're going to love King.
Yeah.
Off the chart.
I can't wait. All right. We'll be back in a moment. One more segment, 2 more of the most important Jimmy Awards yet to be given out right here at the Sunday Sports Buzz. All right, we're back with Handsome Jimmy. We've got 2 more Jimmy Awards, but before we get to that, I want to talk a little football now. High expectations for Lamar Jackson and this Cardinal team, Bobby P. You know, what do you think about the Cards coming up? I mean, is Bobby building it to a playoff contender?
Greg, I think so. You know, what Clemson's going to be tough. Florida State. Greg, I like to get it both, but we got to beat one of them teams this year.
Beat one.
I mean,
this is the year. You got to.
We got to get one of them. And,
knock one of them down.
And I think with Jackson, I mean, Vince Young, Johnny Manziel, the bowl game was off the chart. I mean, he threw for 300, rushed for 2. Are you kidding me? Yeah. I mean, this young man's a talented young man, and I really believe his football team.
So, do you remember the last time the Cards had a shot to get to the playoff or the title?
Greg, I can't
number 12 was quarterback.
Number 12, and I'm going to tell you something. My idol kind of got on him a little bit in that game too. But, I mean, Jeff, I love you to death, but you know, Brian was taking one step, he was down. I mean, you blocked so much. Right? I mean, but Greg, I can't watch a Rutgers football game at Rutgers today because we was better than they was. And number 19's in the lineup.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Michael Bush.
Oh, and he's probably in New York. Brian's off the chart.
Yeah.
And we probably win on that. We would kill Ohio State. I know. There you go. See, is that
Florida wouldn't have been in it. Louisville would have been in their place.
And our quickness. Oh my God, are you kidding me? I mean, it's just, I love Eminem. He had a song called You only get one shot. You know, I know our man smokes our pipe. Just a matter of time, you know.
Collision course.
That year could have been our year. But what Coach
but
Bobby's doing?
Bobby's the guy for this program.
No question.
Bobby's the guy, right?
There's no question, Greg. I mean,
He's all Louisville.
I hate because he even left here at the beginning. And I hate because he left Brian's senior year. You know what I mean? But I mean, things happen. You know what I mean? But we got Coach Bobby Petrino back, and I really believe this year, Greg, I think we're going to go 11-1.
11-1.
11-1.
11-1
Yes,
from
we believe
Handsome
that.
this year
Yes,
for the Cars.
11-1.
We'll write it down.
Yes.
And 2 national titles for the basketball team.
If everybody stays, Greg.
Yeah.
If everybody stays, I believe this.
All right.
Next year, you write that better now.
All right. This is one of the most prestigious honors. It's the Handsome Jimmy Hall of Fame. We've inducted guys like
Love
Scotty
it.
Davenport, Denny Crum.
Yes.
We've inducted
Coach
Jeff
Tito.
Brom.
Yes,
Coach
Jeff.
We've had them all on here. This year's nominees, your man Jerry Eves, who's a legend, a Cardinal legend. You do a show with him all the time.
No question.
Mike Flanders, he's been on the cusp.
But we say
year
got
after
it.
year.
We say got it.
Yeah, hasn't got it yet. Broke it
You know what
through
I mean?
yet.
We say got it.
That's right. He's paid his dues, though. And
No
then we got
question.
Russ Smith. He's doing well in the D-League. He scored 50 points in a game.
Love Russ Smith.
He's still getting it done. Hey, 3-time Derby winner, just retired. He's a South End boy out there in Churchill Downs.
Gotcha.
In your backyard, Handsome.
No
Calvin
question.
Burrell. And then, you know what? I tell you what. You know that shot Chris Jenkins hit? This guy right here hit those shots in his sleep. In his sleep with his eyes closed. Milt the Iceman Wagner.
Greg, I got to tell you something, man. Now, I've been spending a lot of time with Milt. And I even talked to him out here at the park a lot. And I said, Milt, I know you could be on the show. Now, he been on the show last week, but things didn't work out.
Yeah.
But Greg, Iceman Milt Wagner, he's in the Handsome Jimmy Hall of Fame. And Mike Flanders told me, he said, Handsome, get all the awards, you know, all these honors and stuff. So you know what the plaque looks like. Your brothers is off the chart, and Coach
We
Davenport.
need a picture of you giving the Jimmy to
Yeah,
Milt,
so you
and
put
we
on-
put it on the show.
Yes,
we'll put it on the show.
got to have it.
Induction in the Handsome Jimmy Hall
No
of Fame.
question. So it's Milt Wagner, the Iceman.
I remember. I mean, the championship game, Louisville versus Duke, and Louisville's up by 1. It's a pressure situation, but not to.
And
I mean, Iceman is like
Like it's
this
nothing.
is nothing.
Like it's nothing.
2 shots, doesn't even hit the rim, just all net, bottom
All
of the
bottom.
net,
All
and the
bottom.
Cards cutting the nets down.
You know, I got to tell you something. Under 1 minute, he shot 97% at the free throw line.
Oh, the guy lived for it. He lived for that moment like Handsome does.
I mean, that's awesome. Think about that for a moment. Are you kidding me? You know, and we was together the other day at Wagner's and had a little show and just sitting in there and I mean, just spending time with Milt and we're gonna have lunch this week too.
All right, good. Give him that Jimmy a warm. He's in the Handsome Jimmy Hall of Fame. There's
love
only
it.
Only a few individuals that have met the.
And number 11 went in first.
Yes, he did. He called in the show that night and accepted his award.
And listen, and then when me and Judy got married, he called in because he couldn't make it to the wedding.
Gave you a toast.
Gave me a toast. Unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know, I've been fortunate, Greg. I mean, I've been fortunate. You know what I'm
They're
saying?
fortunate to be able to do it.
I appreciate that.
All right, last award, Handsome Jimmy, Sportsman of the Year. What a great honor.
Yes.
American Pharaoh wins the Triple Crown. He gets a nomination. Lee and Lewis, Damian Lee, Trey Lewis, Tyler Eulis, and then Tom Jurish for what he's building out there at Louisville. We got less than a minute, Handsome. What do you got?
The 2 fifth-year seniors.
It's gotta be.
I mean, you know what they went through, and
We've got your back. They've
all
got your back.
You know,
The saying.
and I got to tell you something. I got some shirts. Mike Flanders made me up some shirts, and I got you back. I mean, them 2 fifth-year seniors deserves everything they get, and they're gonna be whatever they do for a living. And I hope they play pro basketball. They're gonna be successful.
They are, and they rallied the whole community behind them. They were fantastic representatives. Sportsman of the Year, definitely. And Handsome, we did it again, man. Was the show go fast?
Oh,
we got about 10 seconds left. You were a star again.
It's the fastest.
You get better every year.
No, you're the best.
All right, Handsome Jimmy. We'll see you next year at the Jimmy's. He's gonna be handing these out this week. See you next week.